The purpose of the consultation reflects several convictions. Gathering a Pan-African group was critical to the integrity of the event. Each Episcopal area needed a place at the table and an opportunity to make a contribution. The consultation enacts a fundamental Methodist ethos in facing shared challenges and opportunities. That is, mutual consultation, exchange of ideas, and consensus. A baseline of information is fundamental in guiding sound decision-making toward theological education in Africa in the long haul. And a sustainable approach to theological education must be grounded in the expertise of those most deeply involved in the training of clergy and lay leadership of the church. Our deliberations were intentionally framed in worship because we believe, first, we are witnessing a powerful work of the Spirit in Africa. Second, for United Methodists to be a vibrant part of that work depends vitally on educating and training clergy and lay leaders able to understand and interpret for the people called United Methodists in Africa what the Spirit is saying to the churches at this critical juncture in history. The sensitivity and openness to God's leading required for this effort can come only through prayer and worship. This meeting is historic in at least two senses, members of this board. First, it is a gathering of United Methodist theological educators and other leaders from across the continent of Africa, with each Episcopal area and major theological institution represented. I said to the executive committee this morning when I just referred briefly to this, it was indeed similar to being, I would imagine, present at creation, to be able to see for the first time United Methodists from every corner of Africa gathered together in one room. Bishop Yemba and I share precious memories of that event as it occurred in the initiation of Africa University. And it is historic also in this sense. Conversation whose scope is theological education and training of United Methodist leaders for all of Africa. That was our focus. The need to provide pastors with holistic education raised several concerns. That is, it raised in two of the three small groups as, as a critical need. This is very important. Secondly, we received significant attention. It received significant attention in plenary session as well. The need to provide pastors with holistic education. Unlike in the United States, African pastors cannot assume that the local churches to which they are appointed can financially support them. Thus, in many cases, pastors will need to be bivocational, combining solid theological education and training with training in some kind of entrepreneurial skill, such as farming. Pastors can pass these skills on to their parishioners and communities, enabling much-needed income to address dire poverty and to fund local ministry. And thirdly, for pastors already serving, participants of the consultation suggest continuing education courses and settings for learning additional skills and the habit of thinking holistically about education and ministry.